Everybody, what's up? So I want to talk about a fun movie I love called Cannibal the Musical, which is about Alfred Packer, who, if you don't know who he is, he's basically he was basically along with a group of other miners, lost in the Rockies, lost in the storm, and he's the only one found alive. And the movie opens up basically like this gory idea that Packer is this monster that was found eating his fellow miners, and how he just, how horrible he's supposed to be. Best way to put it. Sorry, trying to think of it. And so he ends up telling his story to this woman by the name of Polly Pry, who, I think I heard that right, P-R-Y. And he's telling her about, when he left home, when he joined, with the other miners to go out in search of gold. And Spredoinkle Day is, like, if you never heard the song, you do hear that at the end of South Park. Listen for it. And he explains to her, look, this is everything that happened. And there's so much humor in it, from Orgasmo, Basketball, South Park. You see the influence in it. This is done when they were still in school. It was released back in '93. Trauma did release it. I heard apparently they didn't think a lot of companies, there's kind of conflicting information I've heard. Trauma was their pick because they knew the best way to make money was through rentals and sales at the time, but now streaming along with it. Which, by the way, look that up. They became rich off of streaming options, apparently. And it just star the guys. And the funniest thing is, Matt Stone. Parker plays Packard. Stone plays, which is funny itself, one of the other miners, and he takes off his hat, and he's got the fro that you would see from Kyle from South Park. They're doing all these different songs. And, it's like, if you ever seen, like, any of their movies, especially like when they do DBDA, the group, whether it be South Park, especially Team America, Orgasmo and Basketball are kind of iffy because Basketball really doesn't have that feel of their music. It's like a lot of stuff, but it does have some pretty good stuff. They also have one of their buddies, Dion. I don't can never hear it correctly. Dianbacher is the last name. He plays one of the other miners. He was also Ben in Orgasmo. He was Squeak in Basketball. I love how they abused him in that movie. I really do. And he's been on a lot of other stuff. But Packer is basically trying to defend himself, and nobody's listening. And one of the things is he was sentenced to die. But what happened was there was kind of a loophole. I don't remember the whole thing. I'd have to look it up. Involving the time of the murders and the time when he was, arrested in that and put on trial. So Packer basically said, yes, I did commit to cannibalism, but, what people are making out to be is kind of weird. Like, they meet a group of trappers who, one of them was Packer's horse, and he's like, oh, no, that's a trapper horse. And then they meet up with a group of Native Americans. I'm sorry. I shouldn't find it funny, but they're not. It's not funny, actually, in a way, but it is. The Native Americans aren't played by Native Americans. In fact, you have to watch it. There's a whole big weird thing with it. They are told, hey, don't go. There's a storm coming in, but they ignore it. One of the guys does this song because he's going nuts about building a snowman. And he does this dance along with it, and it sounds like tap dancing. One of the guys goes, wonder how he did that. I don't know how else to really explain it, other than it's pure weirdness. I watched it on Netflix originally. I had to go back a couple parts. I'm like, did I just hear this wrong? Some of the jokes, I'm not going to go into the humor, and I loved it. I admit to that. Like I said, a lot of it really plays out later on in like baseball, and you do see in South Park, um, where it's just unbelievably, uncanny how they got away with it. And what were able to do with $125,000 in budget was pretty good. There is a second disc which features like commentary, drunken commentary. One of the people behind the movie did actually write a book. I want to kind of see if I can find it. Um, it's called Spadoinkle, The Making of Cannibal the Musical. Um, it was written by the producer. He's 10 years old, so probably not be able to. Jason McHugh, who has done a lot of other stuff, and he has worked with them. So let's see here. Looks like it is expensive. Ooh. How to Make It in Hollywood McTrilogy. $4.99 Kindle. Yeah, I'd probably buy that way. Yeah, one of those things where you're like, But yeah. And I know that it's probably going to be one of those movies because the humor in it is just so out there. Some people may have a problem with it. I didn't because I'm a sick, twisted person at heart sometimes. And the humor is just so worth it. Like I said, there's just a lot of it that they probably couldn't. That's the thing. You probably can't get away with half the stuff people do anymore and used to do. And now it's. I think what was it? Part of it almost feels like it's making fun of the movie Oklahoma. I could be wrong, but yeah, I can't. I would definitely have to say watch it. Just go, stream it, whatever you can. Watch it. It is a phenomenal movie. If you don't like the humor in it, after you start watching it, yes, there are some weird jokes in there. One of my favorite things is they stop by this outpost and they get supplies, and Stone's character is laying there. They're all laying around this campfire talking about why they're prospecting, going out mining and that in the Rockies and beyond. And Stone's character pulls out this piece of fudge and goes, "Fudge packer?" I'm going, "Oh my god, no, he didn't." But it's like, it's a question, but you realize what they're implying. And I'm not, I want people to know, no, I'm not making fun of gay humor or anything like that. It's just one of those things that catches you off guard because you know what he means. It's the question, the way it's being asked. I highly recommend it. If you, like I said, streaming or whatever. If you like it and you watch it, definitely buy it. The music is worthwhile. There's just like a lot of random songs. Sportoinkle Day is the biggest one. The ending of the movie was something I did not see coming. I really didn't. Because there's something about it that felt weird. I don't know why. Like, I was expecting him to be executed, something like that. But he is, you have to see it because he is telling the story. I'm not typically a big fan of like gruesome horror. Like I said, that can be a little have a little bit of sick and twisted humor at times. But I was laughing the entire way through. Even if it was like, there are parts that you wouldn't think are funny, and you watch them over and you're like, I did not catch that. It just catches you off guard. There are serious moments where you're like, okay, they're supposed to be serious, but I'm still finding it funny. And if you do read, I'm serious, look up the life of Packer as well. Because there's stuff in there, like, they don't tell you about. Like, you can hear about, the crimes that he committed and everything else, but the fact that he wrote a vegetarian cookbook, apparently, I'm sitting there going, did not see that one coming. Apparently that was a real life thing. So definitely check out Cannibal the Musical. I don't think you'll regret watching it, and if you do, I'm sorry, but don't blame me because you listened to me and decided to watch it. That's it, everybody. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.